Sustainability Karma, a podcast series on sustainable development, sustainability and ESG, or environmental, social and governance, on AIR FM Rainbow Delhi 102.6. In this podcast series with senior journalist and editor Rajiv Tikoo, a who's who of thought leaders from the government, private sector and civil society share their mantra for accelerating development in India and making the world a better place.
Welcome to this episode of Sustainability Karma. I'm your host Rajiv Tikoo. Today we have a very special guest, Priya Agarwal Hebbar. She is the chairperson of Hindustan Zinc Ltd and the non-executive director at Vedanta Ltd, which is the world's largest natural resources conglomerate. Priya Agarwal Hebbar is also the anchor of Vedanta's ESG transformation. She is passionate about nature conservation, animal welfare, child nutrition and gender parity, which has driven her to lead a variety of CSR initiatives. So let's welcome Priya Agarwal Hebbar to this show of Sustainability Karma. Welcome Priya Agarwal Hebbar to this episode of Sustainability Karma.
Thank you very much, Rajiv ji. Very, very happy to be here.
The mines and metals sector is hard to abate. How is the sector preparing for a net zero globally and in India?
What's important to note is that for this energy transition to happen, it's actually very important that this mining sector focuses on critical minerals and metals that are needed for the energy transition. We need approximately 3 billion tons of metal and minerals for this energy transition to happen by 2070. And it will only be fantastic if we can do it in the Atmanirbhar way, do it in a way where we produce our own material from our country, and our country is in abundance. We have everything we need, and critical minerals and metals such as lithium, etc., are all found here. And Vedanta is really looking forward to leading the way to ensure this energy transition happens. We have one of the largest contracts in the world for renewable energy. We're looking at transforming all our business units, some of which will be transformed by 2030 itself into zero carbon by using renewable power. It's completely, and we're very excited and we're very, very passionate about this.
And what exactly is Vedanta doing to transform these challenges into opportunities?
There's been an industry-wide shift towards understanding the risks of climate change and transitioning green energy solutions. And Vedanta really, I'm proud to say, is in the forefront of this transition. And like I said, we are becoming net zero by 2050 or sooner. We're also going ahead and we've made goals such as becoming net water positive by 2030.
Right.
We've also made commitments in biodiversity. We're going into a large vertical of recycling, and we're further to just this entire transition. We are looking at impacting positively the lives of 100 million women and children. So I'm also very proud to say that we committed with the World Economic Forum 7 million trees, and we've already planted nearly 2 million trees. And we're very, very passionate about this entire program of ESG. We set up a very, very strong ESG vertical. And today, S&P Global rates us globally number 6 in the world in our ESG rating. So we're very, very committed and very proud of this.
Most of the ESG efforts globally and in India also seem to be focused on environment part of it. How difficult is it to really adopt S or social norms, particularly with reference to gender diversity?
India is a country which is currently far behind to bridge the gender gap. Just a few years ago, India legalized women going underground. And Hindustan Zinc was the first company in India to get women to go underground and train them to mine. And really, we're at the forefront of women engineering. While some of our mines are fully led by women, whether it's lifting forklifts, whether it's doing work that one could never imagine at one time that in the mining industry, women can do. But they're at the forefront. They're doing it fantastically. They're doing it with emotion, with passion. And it was so amazing. And we are looking at bridging this gap. There's no job in the world that a woman cannot do. We will ensure that Vedanta leads the way in this industry to bridge that gap. And we're looking at 30% women across our employment by 2030.
What's your sense about the R&D and innovation in this sector, which is going to be critical for transition actually?
We are fully committed to the net zero target. And it's extremely, extremely important that we are at par and we are leading the way in innovation to ensure that this happens. Technology is the forefront of ensuring energy transition in this sector happens successfully. What we see movies which really show mining in a light which makes it seem extremely destructive and environmentally damaging. Today, with proper technology and innovation, environment harm is almost zero. And so companies across the world must commit to adopting the right technology, must commit to ensuring that technology is at the forefront of what they do, innovation is the forefront of what they do. With mining, one knows exactly where the product is. Only that much needs to be drilled, and the entire space is refilled again. So it can be, it can be regenerative, and done in the right way, it can be sustainable. So very, very important innovation and technology is in this area.
What are your learnings from ESG adoption at your group, which could be helpful for other companies in the sector?
First and foremost, it's very important that the commitment comes top down. The leadership must be committed to ESG transformation. In 2020, when we decided that ESG is the way to go, today companies are valued on their ESG. And when we decided that ESG is the way to go, the leadership was the first to take a stand and ensure that we had our 9 goals. We labeled them transforming for good. We had our 9 goals laid out, like I've mentioned earlier: water positivity, net zero carbon, 100 million women and children, gender diversity. They were laid out with proper timelines and proper plans to ensure that each of them are met by experts were taken place. So it's very, very important to ensure that commitment is made from the leadership. And really, it's something that requires extensive training, allocating the right amount of resources, and really passionately ensuring that each and every individual across the company is working towards the goal.
Your ESG phase of the group, what is it that really prompted you?
I think I've always been an environmentalist at heart. I've been born to a family which is passionate and deep-rooted in this industry. And I get it was a passion to be able to work with this with a company that was already doing a lot towards sustainability, and really research, work with the experts, and see how an industry like mining, which was once seen as a destructive in nature, can be seen as positive for environment in the future. And if this is possible, which it is, it's just phenomenal. So why not be a part of that transformation and really lead the way there? And Vedanta is fully committed to leading the way there. ESG is taken in that kind of high regard across the company.
You're also leading the CSR efforts at the group, actually. What is the closest to your heart?
So we started the Anil Agarwal Foundation, under which we have 5 very strong verticals, all very close to my heart. But of course, some are very, very close and dear to me. We started with one vertical which is for women and children, where our Nandghar is placed. This was something that was initiated by my father. Since the day we were born, his dream has always been that whatever he does in his life. So since I was born, my father has always told me that if there was one change that he would want to bring in the world or in the country, it would be the change of no child should go to bed hungry, because he's been that child who slept hungry when he was young, and he knows what that hunger feels like, and he knows that it comes from within ki koi bachcha bhuka na soye, no child should go hungry. And from then, passionately we researched, and the Nandghar seemed to be the best way to approach this. This is a model infrastructure, so to say, where children are given the best-in-class nutrition, scientific nutrition, education and healthcare, and women are skilled. And we've already built 5,500. We've committed to another 25,000 in Rajasthan. And our dream is that all the 13 lakh plus Anganwadis that are there in India transform into Nandghars. In Nandghars, the children have over 95% of the children are out of the malnourishment category and in the healthy category. So women and children is one of our focus and our verticals that we're very, very passionate about. Second is a vertical of sports. We have one of the best football education centers in Jaipur, in Goa, in Udaipur and Goa. and some of our current under 16 India captain is a student of that organization. And sports is really holistic development of youth, more than just the sport itself, ensuring that their education is right, their meals are right, their training is right, their discipline is right. It involves that holistic development, which is something we're very passionate about. Sports is a very, very critical area for us. Focus on sports, focus on football, focus on para-athletics, focus on archery, focus on marathon. These are some areas that we've taken up. Beyond sports, we have animal welfare, something very, very close to my heart. So animal welfare is a very, very important aspect for us, where we're looking at building world-class shelter, world-class hospital, education center for training veterinarians, wildlife conservation, and overall disaster relief and management for animals. So these are certain areas. And fourth area being healthcare. We have one of the largest cancer hospitals in the country, and we're looking at developing model villages wherever 1,000 model villages for healthcare across the country. And fifth is, of course, whatever we're doing in our BUs, we're doing skilling and agriculture development, lots of different things. So this is an area very, very close to us. My father has given back 75% of his personal wealth to this, and we're really this is really the heart of the organization.
All right. It has been wonderful hearing about various initiatives ranging from philanthropy to One Health to your animal love and, of course, nutrition. Thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you so much.
You just heard Priya Agarwal Hebbar talk about how the hard-to-abate sector like mines and metals is adopting ESG practices in its decarbonization journey. Thank you.
We hope you like this program. This program is also live streamed on All India Radio and aired on community radio stations. We look forward to your feedback on our WhatsApp number 9818120554. For participation in this program, write to us at sustainability.karma@gmail.com. You may also connect with us on social media. This podcast is also available on podcast hosting sites. Looking forward to meet you again at the same time next week with a new episode and a new guest. Till then, goodbye from all of us. Sustainability Karma, a podcast series with senior journalist and editor Rajiv Tikoo on sustainable development, sustainability and ESG.